Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and fellow dreamers. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and fellow dreamers. We often hear people say that life is hard, that it's filled with challenges, and that it can be overwhelming. You may even feel this right now as you face a difficulty, a moment of hardship that makes you question whether you have the strength to carry on. But I stand before you today to remind you of something incredibly powerful. Challenges are not meant to break you. They are meant to make you stronger. Challenges are not meant to make you stronger. Through the struggle, through the pain, and through the frustration, there is an undeniable truth we must all embrace. The challenges we face, however daunting they may appear, have the potential to build us into the strongest versions of ourselves. Every setback, every failure, and every tough moment you experience is a stepping stone toward your own growth and personal greatness. Today I want to explore this transformative process with you. I want to remind you that challenges, though difficult, shape us in ways we can't always see in the moment. And I want you to leave here believing that the obstacles you face are not signs of weakness, but rather opportunities to rise higher and discover untapped strength within yourself. The nature of challenges. The first step in embracing the idea that challenges make us stronger is understanding what challenges really are. Life's challenges are diverse: personal, professional, emotional, physical, and even spiritual. These challenges come in many forms. They can range from the loss of a loved one, the failure of a business, to the exhaustion of pursuing a personal dream. In the early stages, challenges may seem like insurmountable barriers. We tend to view them as things to avoid, to escape from, or to work around. After all, who wants to experience hardship? Who looks forward to failure or disappointment? And yet these very things are the tools that life uses to build our character. Think about it. Every challenge you've faced up until this point, no matter how difficult, has contributed to the person you are today. You've learned from every setback. You've grown stronger from every disappointment. And while we may not see it at the time, challenges are the teachers that guide us toward greater wisdom. Challenges are opportunities for growth, even if they don't feel that way initially. They are not the end of the road, but the beginning of a new chapter in our journey. The power of perspective. One of the greatest obstacles we face when confronted with a challenge is our own perspective. When difficulties arise, it's easy to become overwhelmed, to focus solely on the problem, and to forget the bigger picture. We often feel like we are alone in our struggles, or that we will never overcome the challenges ahead. However, perspective is everything. If you look at every great success story in history, you will find a common thread: perseverance in the face of adversity. Those who rose to greatness didn't let their challenges define them. Instead, they learned to see challenges differently, not as barriers, but as invitations to evolve. Take the example of a diamond. A diamond starts as a simple piece of carbon, but it undergoes extreme pressure and heat deep within the Earth's crust. It's through these extreme conditions that it transforms into one of the hardest, most beautiful substances on Earth. In the same way, your challenges, the pressure and heat you feel, are transforming you into something stronger, more resilient, and ultimately more valuable. When you face a challenge, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What am I learning about myself and the world through this struggle? When you change your perspective, challenges no longer feel like obstacles to your happiness or success. They become lessons in your journey toward greatness. Failure is not the end, it's the beginning. There is a common misconception that failure is something to fear, that failure defines us as weak, incapable, or inadequate. In reality, failure is not the enemy, it is the most powerful teacher you can have. Every time you fail, you gain valuable insights into what works and what doesn't. You gain an understanding of what needs to change, what needs to be adjusted, and most importantly, you discover what you are truly made of. Think of the most successful people in the world: entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, inventors. None of them achieved their success without facing failure at some point. The key is that they didn't let failure stop them. Instead, they used it as a stepping stone. Every failure brought them closer to their goal because it helped them understand the process better. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he successfully invented the light bulb. His perseverance is legendary, but what many forget is the failure that led to his breakthrough. Failure, in this sense, is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every failed attempt teaches you resilience, adaptability, and strength. If you are facing failure right now, remember this: you have not failed, you have only learned, and with every lesson you gain, you grow stronger. Building resilience. Resilience is the capacity to recover from setbacks, adapt to difficult circumstances, and keep moving forward despite adversity. It is the foundation of strength. And just like any muscle, resilience grows stronger with use. If you want to build resilience, you must face challenges head-on. Consider the example of an athlete training for a marathon. The body doesn't build endurance and strength by avoiding the challenge. It's through consistent training, pushing through fatigue, overcoming doubts, and facing the discomfort that the athlete becomes stronger. The same principle applies to life. Resilience is not about being unshaken by challenges. Rather, it's about how quickly you can recover, how you adapt to the changes, and how you keep pushing forward. It's about realizing that every difficulty is an opportunity to grow your mental and emotional fortitude. The importance of support systems. While resilience is crucial, it is also important to recognize the role of support systems in overcoming challenges. No one, no matter how strong they seem, is meant to face life's difficulties alone. We all need help from others at times. Support systems, whether they be family, friends, mentors, or colleagues, are essential for our growth. When you face a challenge, it can sometimes feel like you are carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But by reaching out for support, you give yourself the chance to gain perspective, share the load, and find strength in others. There is no weakness in asking for help. It is an expression of courage to recognize when you need guidance, encouragement, or simply a listening ear. A support system doesn't make the challenge disappear, but it gives you the strength to endure it. Just like a tree needs roots to stay grounded, we need the people around us to stay strong when faced with adversity. Growth and transformation through challenges. As you navigate life's challenges, remember that every difficulty you face is an opportunity for growth. You are not the same person you were yesterday, and you will not be the same person tomorrow. Life's challenges are the tools that shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. The greatest transformations often come after the greatest trials. The phoenix rises from the ashes, stronger than ever before. And so too will you. Embrace your challenges as opportunities for transformation, for they are preparing you for something greater than you can currently imagine. Conclusion. In conclusion, let me remind you of this. Challenges do not make you weak. They make you stronger, more resilient, and more capable than you ever thought possible. The next time life presents a challenge, don't shrink away in fear or frustration. Stand tall. Embrace the challenge, and know that on the other side of it, you will emerge stronger, more powerful, and more prepared for whatever comes next. You are not defined by the challenges you face, but by how you face them. So rise up, face your obstacles head-on, and become the person you were always meant to be. Your strength is born in adversity, and your potential is limitless.